Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rick House Reviews. As always, it is Ryan,
And I am Doug.
and I don't know if you can hear the excitement in our voice,
Just a little.
but we got our hands on the new limited release from Penelope, their 17-year MGP 98.2 light whiskey, coming in at a whopping 138.8%, 69.4, almost hazmat light whiskey. Just released in Virginia, very allocated, very excited to get our hands on it.
I'm a little scared, but at
I
the
am
same
too.
time, it's Penelope. Love them.
We do too. I love them too. All right.
We're just going, baby.
I think
Cheers
we're
to
just
you,
going.
cheers to me.
Yeah, seriously.
And to
cheers.
all.
Cheers.
We will be.
Ooh.
And as usual, our scoring method for our reviews are aroma, 25, flavor, 30, finish, 25, buy, 10, recommend, 10, and we'll, of course, explain that.
Rationale, as we always do at the end there too.
Yep. So that nose is definitely different, but it's not as hazmat that I would have expected. It's not burning the...
It's a second fill barrel. So
Okay.
I'm guessing it was a bourbon barrel that has been repurposed for light whiskey.
Okay.
So you're not going to get as much as like the first run tannins as you are going to do new American oak or a French oak barrel.
There we go.
You taste all of it though. I already.
You taste it. Oh.
You taste it all. The smell is like honey. You know what? It's Texas Roadhouse rolls and honey butter.
Okay.
It's got like a yeasty,
Mm-hmm.
sweet thing going on because of the corn,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's aged so long, it has like that oily smell going on, and you get a little bit of sweet, like honey sweetness on it.
And then, of course, the flavor gives you the honey, the wheat, and the corn.
I regret not having like a gallon of water in front of me to do this review. Ooh.
You're going to hate my score.
Oh, really?
I think so, but it's a positive thing. I promise. I promise. As always.
That second sip is smooth as hell.
Penelope, you did a great job.
It is smooth as hell. I don't get... It's super
Very
funny. There's not a
nice.
lot on the palate, on the front of the palate. And on the back of the palate, I'm not getting what it is. But whatever it is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then the finish, you get a little bit of the Kentucky hug and the burn on the back of your tongue. But you get like... It's not oak. It might just be like aged corn.
Right.
Or like really good like roasted sweet corn and like some tannin in the back of your mouth on the finish.
There you go.
Oh, you polished that off.
Sorry. It was so...
It's very good.
It is. All right. Score time.
I'm trying to figure out what that taste is. I just want to say something to make everybody feel old. This was distilled from corn at Seagram's, Indiana in 2006.
Jeez.
I was finishing my freshman year in high school.
Yep.
When this was made. And starting my sophomore year.
There you
When this whiskey was distilled.
go. We're not saying where I was.
I want one more sip before I score.
Mm-hmm. I'm sticking with my numbers. I like them.
You can talk about aroma.
All right. Well, the aroma score, in my opinion, it has such a floral flavor. And as you mentioned, it creates a memory hold on you that it's the Texas Roadhouse bread with the honey butter. And that by itself gives me that ratatouille element of like going back in time and just...
Yeah.
So I really gave it a high rate of 23 out of 25.
So you and I are really close. I gave it a 22 out of 25 on aroma.
There you go.
I really like it. It's really floral.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of that corn sweetness you expect from a light whiskey.
Yep.
And I just wish it came through a little bit more in the flavor.
Okay.
Because I want to like this a lot more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the flavor is great.
Mm-hmm.
And it is up there. Maybe I'm just not a light whiskey fan. I don't know. But
you like your rye.
It's a little too bland in the front half of the palate, and it's a little bit too strong in the back half where I'm not really getting all of the flavor notes on it. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go back to I'm going to give it a 23.
Okay. For your
23 out of 30 on flavor.
There you go. Okay. Well, I went much higher. I went 27 for the flavor. I really, really, really enjoyed this flavor. 100%. You may not have this bottle the next time we have our bourbon night. It may slip through the cracks of the doorway one way or another, but we'll bring it back for another fun-filled event nonetheless. As for finish, I actually gave it a 22.
I gave it a 22 as well. There's a lot. It's very, very good, but there is a lot more to be desired there.
There definitely could be. I really still enjoyed it. Again, I didn't get as much of a hug that some bourbons have given me. It just was very balanced, very easygoing. And I mean, I don't know if I would put this over ice or maybe a stone, but maybe chilling it down might.
I don't think whiskey stones
are
good because they're either coated in a material or they are raw stone and can affect flavor. So I'm not a huge fan of them.
Okay.
But like an ounce and a half over this, over one of those giant ice spheres, so it melts really slowly, but kind of cools it down. I would hope bring with some of those more floral notes forward and would make the finish a little bit better.
Yep.
I could see myself enjoying that 10 times more than I enjoyed this. And I really liked this sip. I thought it was really good.
No, without a shadow of doubt. And I think that goes into would we buy or recommend? I did both for 8s, as in I would buy this guy again for sure.
Totally.
If I could find it, number one. And for how light and smooth it was, I would recommend it to anyone.
I don't think this is light. I think this is heavy. I think light whiskey is a misnomer a little bit.
Could be.
But I think it has some really light and delicate flavors and aromas going on that a lot of people would enjoy at a little bit lower proof.
Right.
Maybe offer it to it. I totally agree with you on the buy again and the recommend on an 8. So much so that I did that.
He already did buy again.
One sip, and I was like, I'm getting a backup bottle.
If you need one, contact me.
No, not giving this one up.
So close, guys.
I will say though, the same thing I offer everybody at Bourbon Night.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a real estate agent in Northern Virginia, if you bring me a client,
He
this is in my backup corner right now.
There you go.
I did some quick math. 88, 83.
Okay. Still
for an 85 and a half, which is the second highest bottle so far this year.
Yep.
However, I have a really weird feeling by the end of this recording session that we're doing in a review that will be coming out behind this one, it might get knocked down a few pegs. That's going to be my tease for that.
That'll play.
Dude,
as always, we love you joining us, and hit the subscribe, the bell, the hearts, the whiskey, all the algorithms, and make sure to comment as well. Let us know if you know of any other light whiskeys that we should try, and
if you were lucky enough to get one in Virginia in the recent ABC drops, let us know.
Yep. As far as that, it is Rickhouse Review. I am Doug.
I am Ryan.
And we look forward to the next video coming to you soon.
Peace out, guys.